So, family, back with another download. Hope you are doing well today. I want to talk about something Holy Spirit dropped on me just over the last few days. Allowing yourself to allow, okay? Moving into that allowing space. I like to call it radical acceptance. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Radical acceptance. I heard someone say over the weekend, when life starts lifing, okay, and things start happening, and we may or may not like what is happening. It may or may not fit with what we expect. But when we move into a place of allowing ourselves to be okay with what is happening, we move into allowing and we get comfortable in it. That space of allowing, okay? That realm of allowing. If any of you have listened to Esther Hicks, she talks about the art of allowing, okay, in her talks, okay, in her books, the art of allowing, because what allowing does is it shifts you into a place that gives you that assurance or reassurance that all things are working together for my good. All right. And what we have a tendency to do is we fight against change. We fight against the shifts because we see something that we desire, or we see something that we thought was we wanted, or we see something that has this great potential, but it's just not where it is in alignment with you right now. And so it's being phased out. All right. So when you see things come in and then you see them phase out, it is because something isn't matching. All right. There is not an energetic blueprint that keeps that thing in your space, that keeps that person in your space, that keeps that opportunity in your space. It evolves itself out. All right. There needs to be a match in order for there to be cohesiveness in the space that you flow in. So if you live in a space of healing, in a space of openness, in a space of transformation, if anything or anyone comes into your life that is fighting against their healing, fighting against openness, fighting against transformation, fighting against the ability to create, fighting against letting go of old things so that they can move into new things, they're not going to match with you. All right, there's not going to be a match. The frequencies will be off. Okay, and there will be turbulence. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There will be turbulence. So sometimes we tend to take things personal. I've done it myself. All right, to take things personal. But when I really go back and look at it, it's like, wait a minute, that's really not a match for where I am right now. And you have to have the courage to disconnect from things that are not a match. And a lot of times you don't need necessarily as much courage as you think. Holy Spirit has a way of evolving things and people out of your life until a better time. Doesn't mean they will be out forever. It just means that what you've done is you've chosen the best of you. And so this is kind of where I am in life now. If something or someone shows up, it could be anything, an opportunity, a job opportunity, anything, a speaking opportunity, a client, a person. It doesn't matter. If I see that there is not a match and there is turbulence, okay, on the level of the foundational level, I'll put it that way. On the foundational level, if there is turbulence, if I am speaking positively and something else is speaking negatively or giving off a negative vibe, okay? If I am optimistic and this thing is pessimistic, then that is opposite of where I am. If I am really in tune and aware in regards to healing, and whatever I'm dealing with or whoever I'm dealing with is not in tune to that, and would rather be around the familiar things that are very unhealthy, I'm not going to be a match, and I'm not going to be able to stick around. And so I have to choose me at that point. I have to choose. That's what self-love really is choosing you. Okay. And let me share this. When you move into self-love, healthy self-love, that love that is divine, it is not a self-love that makes you so adamant about yourself that you trample all over others in order to achieve it. You don't have to do that. It's not necessary. You don't have to hurt other people to take care of yourself. All right. You don't have to disregard others' feelings to operate in self-love. I think sometimes self-love becomes misconstrued. All right. When self-love is really self-awareness. Okay. You are aware of what's going on with you, but you're also aware of how others are affected by the things that you do. Okay. When you stop disregarding other people's feelings, under the guise of I'm operating in self-love, and you're not really operating in love at all. You don't have to step on someone else to get a better view of who you are. I hope you all are following me. I think sometimes people do not really get the whole self-love thing. They don't. And it's because there's so much out there, and there's so many influences in regards to that, so many different teachings in regards to that. But in order to love yourself fully, it doesn't require you to hurt others on the way to that. It doesn't require you to put stipulations on others that you will not adhere to yourself. I've gotten to a point in life where I just refuse to accept anyone or anything coming into my life that is going to break my spirit, that is not going to be supportive, that is going to put me in situations or want me to be in situations where I am uncomfortable and where I don't feel wanted, or continually place me in situations where I'm seen as an outsider because they haven't created space for me. In everything, every connection that you have, every opportunity you have should create space for you. If a space is not created for you, then it's not an area you need to be in. And you have to allow it to fall away. All right? Allow it to fall away. When you allow it to fall away, you make room for what you deserve. For what you deserve. Do you really know what you deserve? Okay? I've made a laundry list of the things that I deserve. All right? And if anything contrary bumps up against that list, then I'm looking at the list to gauge, this isn't what I deserve. I deserve better than this. And another thing that I'm not doing, and I hope you're not either, is I'm not settling for the crumbs that opportunities and people would give to me just to keep me kind of close up on them so that they can kind of keep me at arm's length, or at least at arm's reach, so they can yo-yo me, pull me back and forth. Don't settle for the crumbs. I'm not a crumb type girl. If I can't have the whole loaf, then don't give me anything. All right? You can't, I can't allow anything. I don't even care if it's an opportunity. I don't want an opportunity that just gives me the minimal. Okay? I don't care whether it's relationships, jobs, friendships. I don't want the minimal. If I am making something or someone a priority, then they need to do the same for me. All right. If I am clearing out space for this opportunity or for this person, then they have to do that for me. If I am not putting them in a position to battle against anything in my past or anyone in my past, they have to do that for me. And if they don't, we don't match. And it's okay. It's okay, because I've learned in allowing that there is power in walking away when you need to. When you need to. Doesn't mean it's the easiest thing to do, but sometimes it's the best thing to do. You have to allow people to be who they are, allow that opportunity to go to somebody else, okay, that would like it, all right? You deserve better. So when you move into radical acceptance of there has been a shift, there might be a little turbulence, then you also move into knowing what you deserve and waiting for that. All right? This isn't a time to settle. This is a new era, and you don't have to settle. You don't have to. You don't have to allow anything to treat you any less than who you are. You are the gift. Okay? And if you realize you are the gift, anything or anybody around you that treats you less than the gift, you will be okay with walking away from it and disconnecting from it. Anytime you have trouble letting go, it is because you're so connected to the familiarity of whatever that is. Okay? It could be a job that pays you a lot of money but doesn't fulfill you, and you hate going to it every day because it pays a lot of money. But you're not at peace with it. It could be a relationship, and because you want someone in your life. You like the attention people give you. You want attention because there was another time in your life where you didn't get a lot of attention. Okay? So you could be addicted to that attention. All right? And it forces you to be grouped in a group of people that are just like you. They want attention too. All right? So you all are playing each other in the group. All of you are the same. You're no different than they are. And even though you can recognize you might not like this, you might not like that, you stay connected because you like the attention. And you're not ready to move away from it. When you get ready to move away from unhealthy things, you will do a clean break. All right? You won't even want the residue of it. Nothing to remind you of it. You will make a decision. If you can't make a decision, it's because you're not ready to heal. And even that's okay. Because healing takes a conscious decision, and everybody has to take their time making it. All right? Honor yourself by using and utilizing radical acceptance. Allow whatever to fall away, whatever needs to fall away, so that the best can come to you. All right? Look at your environment. All right? And you look at the people that are in it. Look at how they act and look at how you act. And I can guarantee you all of you are acting the same. All of you have the same habits. Okay? All of you have the same coping mechanisms. All of you have the same mindsets. And if your spirit is wanting more, then it's calling you out of that. But you have to make a decision. No one can drag you out. No one can drag you out. You have to make a decision to come out of it. And you get a choice. You get to choose healthy, or you get to stay in unhealthy. And the longer you stay in unhealthy, the less freedom you have and the more bondage you create. But sometimes you don't understand that until you keep staying there. And then you find that what is healthy is so far away from you that it seems like it's out of your reach. It's never out of your reach. You just have to choose it. Okay? Allow. Okay? Allow it. Allow whatever to fall away to fall away. Practice that radical acceptance and choose healthy. Okay, choose it. All right, and be okay with walking away with what doesn't divinely align with you. And I'll see you on the next download. Toodles.